Hi, I hope you're doing really well. Welcome back to another episode of the Law of Attraction series. This series is a beginner-friendly guide to getting to know the Law of Attraction and using manifesting to achieve whatever goal or desire that you have. So in the previous episodes I have already given an explanation about the law of attraction, the law of vibration, and I have given you some steps to raise your vibrations and manifest sooner. And in this video I want to dive a little bit deeper into something called scripting and how you can use that to manifest any goal that you have as soon as possible. If you don't already know what scripting is, essentially it's just a technique of writing stuff down on a piece of paper, and that way you can attract specific things into your life. It is such an easy and fun process to do, and it's also one of the easiest ways to set intentions and decide what goals you want to achieve and notice when they are achieved in the future. So in this video I'm going to be showing you 4 different scripting techniques which are my favorite in order to attract anything I want into my life. There are so many different scripting techniques and methods, so I suggest that you just choose the one that you feel most comfortable with, but I think that these 4 that I'm about to show you are the ones that work best for me and that have given me the most results in the past. So the only thing that you will be needing for these scripting methods is a piece of paper or a journal. This is the scripting journal that I love to use. I like to keep all my different journaling and scripting things in the same place, so I use a journal, but you can easily use a piece of paper that you have lying around somewhere. The one thing that you do need to keep in mind is that it works best when you write it down physically and not type it on a computer or on your phone. And then you just need a pencil or a pen and you're good to go. So the first scripting technique that I want to show you is something that I like to call autobiography scripting. With this technique you're essentially describing your dream life and how you want your dream life to look like, but in the present tense. You can do this any time of the day, but I do recommend with all of these scripting techniques to mostly do this at nighttime, just before you go to bed. It might not look like it, but our brains are processing a lot of information when we're sleeping still. So if you set some intentions just before you go to sleep, and this is the last thing that you think about and you feel about, then it's gonna manifest sooner. I think this first technique of autobiography scripting is one of the most fun and creative ways of scripting your future. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your piece of paper and treat it like it's a page out of a journal or a diary from your future dream life. And you're going to describe in detail what your dream life looks like. One thing that is crucial to keep in mind is that you have to do this in present tense. If there's one thing that we learn over and over again with manifesting, it's that if we perceive something to be in the future, like I will get this car in a month or I will get this car in the future, then it's always gonna stay in the future. So we want this car now and we have this car now. So just take some time to describe what your life is looking like, and you can do this in any way that you like. Some people like to do a dear diary, today I woke up in my dream house, etc, etc. And some people like to do this in an affirmation kind of style, like I am living in my dream house, I am driving my dream car, I have my dream job. Throw as much detail in there as you can. Really see that in your mind and imagine what it feels like and smells like and what it looks like. Emphasize all your emotions and feelings in this page, because that's gonna help you get closer to your goal as much as possible. You can do this every single night when you have a few minutes to yourself, or you can write it down once and then every single day you can look at it, repeat it, or read over it again and visualize. As long as you're not doing this as a one-time thing and then never looking at it again, because that's not really productive. The second technique that I want to talk about is my personal favorite, and I call this gratitude scripting. This is when you essentially write a letter to the universe or your higher self or whatever you want to call it. I prefer to call it the universe. It kind of has the same focus and the same structure as the one that we talked about previously, but with this method you're really writing a thank you letter to the universe for the life that you have achieved. What I like to do is start a new page every single night just before I go to bed, and I just write a few lines about every single detail that I am grateful for in my dream life, and again I am writing this in the present tense. I like to start every sentence with thank you for, and then I finish it by saying thank you for the thing that I am grateful for in my life. And these include some things that I already have, so things that I am essentially grateful for that day. So for example, thank you for this amazing day that I had today, thank you for putting me in a good mood today. But I am really focusing on saying thank you for the things that I want to achieve in the future. So if you, for example, want to manifest a relationship, you can say thank you for the loving relationship that I am in right now, thank you for all the dates that he is taking me on, and thank you for how supportive he is. Thank you for the job that I have as a doctor, or whatever you want. It's really up to you to write whatever you want and how you want to do that, but the most important thing is that you really feel the gratitude in your body when you're writing down these lines. After I've said everything I wanted to say, I like to end my letter with a simple thank you. Number 3 is something that I like to call mind map scripting. This is a very fun and amazing technique if you want to manifest something specific. So if I, for example, would want to manifest something like a relationship with someone, or a house, or a car, then this is my go-to technique. What you want to do is take your page and write down your goal in the middle of the page. If you, for example, want to manifest a house, then you would write down my dream house. And then you take some time to think about all the things and all the details that you would want this goal to include. What do you want your house to look like? How many rooms do you want? What do you want the walls to look like? Connect all those little details to the goal in the middle of the page. And be as specific as you can. Pick only the details that you know that you will be 100% happy with once they are achieved and you have manifested your goal. You can go as crazy or keep it as simple as you want it to be, and you can really get creative on this part. Once you're finished and you're happy with the end result that you have on your page, you can maybe add something like a scent or a fragrance to the page that you have in front of you. This sounds really weird, but I did this with a few things, and I feel like it really helped me that whenever I opened that page again, I could instantly smell something, and that really helps the visualization process. So once you've done everything you need to do, this is going to be like your mini vision board essentially. You can return to that page once or twice a day and just read everything that you have written down. Make sure that you feel happy and good about it, and that you can visualize it in your head whenever you open that page. I would recommend you do this for a maximum of 4 weeks. And I say this because when we're manifesting, and especially when we're manifesting a specific thing and putting all our effort and all our energy into that thing, it's really important to release it in order for you to attract it. We have to do the work first, of course, but then if we program it into our mind that that thing is coming our way, we have to release it, let it go, and trust the universe. And I can tell you that if you write down specific things that you are manifesting, it is freaky how accurate those are going to be attracted to you. Number 4, the last scripting technique that I want to show you is the 22-22 technique. This one will take a little bit more action and effort, but it is amazing for manifesting something specific in a short period of time. So what you're going to do is you're going to choose an affirmation, and you have to be as specific as you can with this one. So for example, don't just choose I have a good job, because that's just not specific enough. So if you want to be, let's say, a lawyer, then I would rather choose an affirmation like I am a successful lawyer who loves her job. What you're gonna do is you're gonna write down this affirmation 20 times in a row, 2 times a day for 2 weeks straight. This sounds like a lot, but trust me, it's easier done than you think. So first thing in the morning when you wake up, take your notebook, take your piece of paper, write down your affirmation 22 times, and this is gonna set a good intention for the day, and it's immediately gonna imprint it in your mind. Visualize and feel happy and excited while you're repeating it over and over again on the paper. And at night before you go to sleep, sit down again with that same notebook, take a different page and repeat it 22 times all over again. This is gonna imprint it in your subconscious mind while you're sleeping, which we talked about a few minutes ago. Do this scripting method for 2 weeks straight and then leave it alone. Don't touch it anymore, don't think about it anymore, don't repeat that affirmation over and over again anymore, just leave it alone and watch the magic happen. I hope that this video on scripting has helped you in any way possible. I want to thank you so much for watching this episode of the Law of Attraction series. If you want to see any of the other episodes, I will link them in the description box below, or they will pop up right now so you can click them in the screen. Let me know if there's anything else that you would like me to film a video about or explain something about when it comes to the Law of Attraction and manifesting. Or you can send me a DM on Instagram, and my Instagram handle is also in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I would love to see you in the next episode. Bye!